Hey there, I'm Chris with Dicot Designs, and this is the latest build to come out of the studio called Kaze, and it's a 144 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter all-wheel drive. I got my start into van building a few years ago when I built out my own van and traveled all across the country. That helped me fall in love with woodworking, and so I started my own business building custom vans and fine furniture. But let's move on to the nitty-gritty of what makes this van special. All right, so right off the bat, this is one of my favorite layouts for a van build. I just think it's really nice and open and spacious, which can't be underestimated in a van. Right here, we've got this push-to-open outdoor table. Really nice to just have a place to set down some things while you're outside the van. And I really like how it's hidden in that way. Here you can see we've got two speakers. So we've got a dual zone sound system with a subwoofer in this build. Another thing on this side, and this might be my favorite part of the whole build, honestly, are just some little dog bowls. If you've ever been in a van with a dog, the dog bowls can definitely get in the way and kind of be a little bit of a nuisance and trying to figure out where they go. So I just love this little feature. Here we've got storage within this bench, but then we've also got these really great cushions. I work with Allie Olson, Sewing Patterns, she does incredible work. She made all of the cushions, the privacy curtain, and the shower curtain for this van. She does amazing stuff. And this bench cushion is also removable and machine washable, which is really great. We've also got this Lagoon swivel table here, so it's removable, but then it also lets you kind of have a dining area for this seat, and then also reaches over to that swivel seat as well. All right, so here we've got the main control panel for the van, and the main thing I like about it is the location. So whether you're outside the van and you want to change the volume on the song, or you're on the bed and you want to turn up the heater, or you're in the kitchen and you want to turn on some lights, it's really nice to be able to adjust things no matter where you are. So with what we've got here, the electrical system, we're running a 10 kilowatt hour EcoFlow power system in here, which I love. It's really great. So we've got shore power, we've got solar power, and then charging from the alternator as well. Another cool feature of this is that the first 6 circuits I can actually control from this touchscreen. So I can turn on some lights, things like that right from this touchscreen. All right, so on the floor, first off, we've got these ruggable rugs, which are really great because they have a removable cover and they're machine washable, which is really nice in a van because things get dirty. Underneath this vinyl flooring, we've actually got 12-volt heated floors as well. Keep your toesies warm in the winter. And then underneath this rug, we've got this hidden shower. So to get the shower set up, this is pretty straightforward. You just remove this panel and it reveals a stainless steel shower pan. From here, you just put some hooks into the ceiling with these threaded inserts. And from there, you assemble your shower curtain rod, attach it to the ceiling, and then attach your shower curtain to that rod. In terms of the water, it's really easy to get it set up. You're just gonna remove the head from this faucet, attach this extension, and now you've got an extendable sprayer for the shower itself. And there's a 2.5 gallon, 110 volt hot water heater in the van to give you nice hot water.
I'm Nate Murphy, author of the Van Conversion Guide, and I just want to let you know that I'm running a free online training which will teach you how to make van life free or profitable. I will show you how to choose a van and build it out and avoid the one big mistake that most people make. I will show you how I made van life completely free and a bunch of other stuff that people don't really talk about. If you'd like to join, click the link here or in the description and I'll see you there.
Cool, so up front, we've got 2 swivel seats from Scopema. Got those 2, which are really great to open up the space underneath this passenger seat. Like I said, we've got that diesel S-bar heater. Up top, we've got this shelf, this overhead shelf, which is really great, mainly for holding window covers. And these window covers are from Van Essential. They make great stuff. And then we've got this curtain rod here as well for this privacy curtain. Again, this was from Allie Olson. It's got these magnets in the middle, which make it really easy to open and close. And it's really nice to just have a privacy curtain, kind of a quicker way to give yourself some privacy if you're in a city or something like that. All right, so kitchen cabinet here. Up top, we've got this custom walnut countertop. I really wanted this van to have a lot of different textures incorporated in it. And I just love this super large walnut countertop. I was able to get some really nice walnut as well from my local hardwood dealer, and really love how it came out with this curve and the chamfer underneath as well. Over here, we've got this stainless steel sink, faucet. And one of the things that you learn once you're in a van is that there never seems to be a good place for your dish soap and your hand soap, because you've got these bottles, and then if you want to drive, you got to store them. So we've got these two separate pumps for those two things, just to make it a little bit easier on you. Down here, we've got this Dometic fridge, which is really great. It's nice to have some decent fridge storage, and it also has kind of an optional freezer storage space as well. Again, I like to have the countertop pretty open. So we've got this induction cooktop that stores in this drawer, so you can pull it out when you need it and put it away when you don't. In all of these drawers, we've got Bloom soft close drawer slides. We've got latches so they don't fly open. And then we've also got these motion lights that turn on when you open up the drawers. Down here, let's talk about some stuff that people don't always want to talk about. Number ones and number twos, we've got this Ogo composting toilet. So this separates liquids and solids, vents out the side of the van, and it's a really great option for going to the bathroom in a van. Down in here, we've got this large sink cabinet. So within this sink cabinet, we've packed a lot of stuff. So first off, we have that 2.5 gallon hot water heater. We've also got kind of a Y valve, so that the gray water can either go straight through the floor outside the van, or it can be stored within this 5 gallon jug. Cool, so the walls in this van are a little funny. Again, you can kind of see the motif of that gentle curve within the van that came from the light fixture. And again, I wanted to incorporate some depth and some texture into this van build. And so this is actually 1/4 inch Baltic birch plywood. I used orange peel wall texture, which is kind of used to like repair, those older homes with the wall texture. But, I kind of used it to try to go for like more of a modern twist. And then in order to create some of this texture and shadow, I put LED lights underneath this, running the length of this wall. Walnut upper cab, this was one of the areas in which I wanted to bring some of my experience in furniture design into a van build. These are solid walnut cabinet faces. And then this is kind of a waterfall edge. I just cut a lot of kerfs into this 1/2 inch walnut plywood to make this upper cab, and then did so much sanding on all of these half rounds for these walnut faces as well. But really tried to go for continuous grain across all of these pieces. And then, we've got plenty of storage in here as well. So kept all the hardware out. We've got gas struts, soft close hinges, and then again, motion lights within these cabinets, so that you can see what you're doing when you're in there. So that brings me to the name of this van build, Kaze. So I'm half Japanese, and I've been super inspired by Japanese design and architecture. That said, the name Kaze has two meanings. First off, Kaze means wind. And I think that wind is present in the design elements of this van. There's a lot of those gentle curves, nice organic texture, almost as if a breeze is just flowing through the van itself. Second, it represents the creative process of this van. I once heard that creativity is almost like a gust of wind. You don't know when it's going to hit you, and it comes in random moments, and you've just got to take it when it's there. When I started this van build, I had no idea what it was going to look like. I knew about the components, but aesthetically, I really just didn't know. All right, so the bed, the dinette area, what is it? Well, it's both. And the reason is because sometimes when you take a van out, you have different needs. Sometimes you're going on a big trip and you want to take some bikes with you, and you need to have a lot of storage space in your garage. Other times you're maybe at the ski resort and you've got a lot of friends that you want to host and you want it to be more of a communal thing. And so for that reason, I wanted this van to be a little bit modular. So here we've got these great cushions again from Ali Olsen Sewing Patterns that easily make up the bed. These platforms can go up top and then they drop down to make the step and the platform for the dinette. In here, we got a ton of features. So first off, we've got these 2 light switches, one in the back, one in the front, which make it easy to adjust the garage lighting. We've got a ton of storage in here as well, which is accessible from the top or the side. And then we've got these 2 different Lagoon table mounts, so you can have 2 tables up here as well. Cool. And that's how you set up the bed. I was going to lie down for this, but no shoes on the bed. No shoes on the bed. Up on the top of the van, we've got an Unaka Gear Co. roof rack. On that roof rack, we've got quite a few things. So we've got a Fiamma awning with some LED lights. We've also got a 48-inch light bar in the front and then 2 lights in the back. On top of the roof rack itself, we managed to fit quite a few things. So in the front, we've got a 12-volt max air fan. Then we've got 400 watts of solar power, and then last but not least, a Nomadic X2 air conditioning unit. All right, the back of the van, the garage. So on this side, we've got what's mainly the electrical cabinet. So this is what houses most of the electrical system, the batteries, the power hub, the distribution panel. So we've got this motif again. This is really just ventilation for the electrical system. So we've got that all throughout this cabinet. Down in there, we've got the placement for the subwoofer. Here we've got the AC/DC distribution panel. So this houses, all the fuses, circuits for the 110 and the 12 volt. Nice and fresh and clean. Over here, we've got this Waggle pet monitor. So this thing is really great if you've got some furry friends you got to take care of in the van. This has its own phone service. So if you're somewhere and you have phone service, this thing will always let you know through its app what the temperature or the humidity in the van is. All right, and so then on the other side, we've got the water system cabinet. Wanted to make the most of storage. So in addition to the storage that's up top that I mentioned earlier, we've also got this little shoe cabinet in there. Store all your shoes to make use of some awkward space in between the water tank and the wall of this cabinet. Then over here, we got some fun stuff. So this is where you'll just fill up your water system. This lets you know how much water you have in what is a 33-gallon fresh water tank. This is a button to turn on the tank heating pad, so to keep that water tank warm when it's cold outside. And then this is kind of your outdoor shower hookup. So open this up. This is, the bulk of the water system. We've got this sprayer here. So really simple, you just kind of screw this on here, connect that on there, and then boom, you can spray off your bike, spray off your dog, spray off yourself, spray everything, whatever you want to do. So that's really convenient in there. And then we've got a 12-volt water pump. We've got a few shutoff valves in here. We've also got a way to just drain out the water tank so that you can winterize it really easily. And then a 50-foot hose to fill up your water tank. So that's the situation with that water system. All right, so let's talk bike storage. So I made it modular so that you can kind of remove these axle mounts. They go into this L-track here, but really simple and straightforward. I made it so that it hangs off the floor so that the handlebars can be in front of here and they still fit with the doors closed. That's just to make the most use of the space possible. But yeah, we just open up that axle mount and pop our bike in. Lock that down. And then we can just move this tire right here next to the frame, and then I got one of these squiggly wiggly things to just kind of secure it to the frame itself. And yeah, we've got that bike in there, and you can fit up to 2 bikes within this garage, which is really great. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming on this tour with me of Kaze. If you want to learn more about my company, it's Dicot Designs. You can find us at dicotdesigns.com, also on Instagram at Dicot_designs. But I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I look forward to seeing you out on the road. Again, this van Kaze is available for rental on Outdoorsy, so be sure to go and check that out. But again, hope you like the van tour, and I look forward to seeing you out on the roads.
If you didn't notice, I am offering a free online training which will help teach you how to make van life free or profitable. In this video, I will show you exactly how to buy a van, how to fit it out in a profitable way, and teach you how to avoid the mistakes that most people make, and all the other stuff that almost nobody else talks about. If you are thinking about converting a van or living van life, it'll be one of the most valuable things you will ever watch. Just click the link, register for free, and I'll see you there. Another great place to start is to get the van conversion guide. It's packed with useful information and includes 20 video lessons to help you convert a van. Check our website, all the information is there.